This is the brand new Fanatec GT DD Extreme, and it's the most powerful officially licensed Gran Turismo direct drive system ever. It comes with a redesigned wheel made specifically for use on Sony's Gran Turismo 7, comes with new features, and packs more Nm of torque than the new Club Sport DD, but it also retails for a staggering $1,300. Now, I've spent the last several weeks putting this wheel to its paces, and so today I'll be walking you all through everything both the wheelbase and the wheel rim has to offer, its in-game performance, what I do and I do not like, and whether this truly is the best it can get for console users. And keep in mind that if this review does provide any value to you and you are interested in making a purchase, using the affiliate links in the video description will help me keep making these videos at zero extra cost to you, so a big thank you to all of you who do. Anyways, as simply as possible, the new Fanatec GT DD Extreme package bundles the existing but also recently released Fanatec Club Sport DD Plus with the redesigned Gran Turismo steering wheel designed by Polyphony Digital, the creators of the game. As opposed to typical sim racing bundles which include a wheelbase, wheel, and pedal set, no pedals are included with this $1,300 package, something that surprised me for reasons I'll talk about later. With all that said though, let's get started by going over the wheel rim, followed by the wheelbase, and then ending off with my final thoughts. Looking for great deals on sim racing hardware? Make sure to check out simspots.com, where all of the best deals on sim racing, PC, and gaming peripherals are posted daily. Literally, the site is completely free to use, free of ads, and just lets you know of discounted sim racing hardware for you to save some cash. Get into sim racing or upgrade your gear today at simspots.com. Though similar in design to the original wheel included with the less powerful CSL GT DD Pro bundle, this new version features various significant changes, most prominently its size. Increased from 280 to now 300mm, the change may not seem like much, but when compared side to side, it is extremely prominent and clears up a big complaint of the previous model. Wrapped in leather, the look and feel of this wheel has also been upgraded, and in order to complete its more subtle yet serious look, lots of sleek silver accents as well as a large telemetry display and customizable backlighting behind the 5-way directional sticks have been added. All in all, this has created a wheel rim which I won't say is beautiful, but is certainly a lot more refined and sophisticated than the previous model. It's also worth noting that the increase in size has made a night and day difference here, as this rim never felt too small or toy-like. Designed specifically for use on Sony's Gran Turismo 7, it's clear who the target market of this bundle is, and after using this product on GT7 myself, I can attest to the wide functionality and ease of use this rim provides in-game. Not only does it come configured out of the box for several in-game functions, but its wide array of buttons, directional sticks, and more gives me all the functionality I could want. Ergonomically, this wheel also isn't bad. Despite its strange looking arrangement of buttons and directional sticks, I was easily able to access all of them without needing to get my hands off the wheel. Worth noting is that there are no grooves or indents to help with comfort or hand placement like you'd be finding with the MOZA CS wheel and many other competitors, this being something I would have liked to see here. More specifically regarding the functionality, a total of 19 programmable RGB LEDs are found here, composing of the diffused rev LED strip, the RGB flag LEDs, and the backlit rings around the directional sticks. The 2.7-inch OLED display on the rim is also impressive, though at the time of release, its full functionality, like you'll find in some of Fanatec's marketing material, won't be available in any other games but Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC. I am told that game developers are currently implementing this telemetry display into their games for maximum functionality, but as of the release of this video, ACC will be the only one able to make full use of it thus far. For a product at this price point, I was a little disappointed with the overall quality of this wheel, as simply put, there is just a lot of plastic to it. Besides the leather wrapped wheel rim, the entire faceplate, buttons, and the overall housing of this rim is made from hard plastic. On hand, this also gives an underwhelming feel, as the plasticky feel and click of the buttons don't hold up to what many competitors offer at lesser price points. Behind the rim, you'll notice that the new GT DD Extreme comes fitted with the QR2 Lite Quick Release. If you want to know more about my thoughts on the new QR2, feel free to watch my dedicated reviews on those, but overall it does a good job at remaining firm, but it doesn't look the best, and I'm also surprised to see it didn't come with the regular QR2, considering it's meant to be used with a 15mm wheelbase. Anyways, back here you'll also find the magnetic paddle shifters. These are 3mm thick and are made of black anodized aluminum, which give them a nice feel. They also are very clicky and responsive, giving me ample feedback of when I had shifted. Not evenly aligned with the paddle shifters, the two analog clutch paddles are found below, and they do have enough travel and quite a bit of resistance. It's worth noting that 4 switchable modes are available for them, those being the clutch bite point mode, which comes as standard, the clutch/handbrake mode, the brake/throttle mode, which is great for people with disabilities, and the mappable axis mode, where you can make them function however you'd like. In-game, I used this wheel both on PC and on PlayStation, and with regards to how this wheel actually performs, I have no complaints. Despite the lack of premium materials used in its construction, I found no noticeable flex or anything that really prevented me from driving at my highest level. Used on PC, the amount of directional sticks on this rim will certainly be overkill, and I did struggle to find a use for all of them, but as mentioned, this rim is optimized for the Gran Turismo interface, so in that game, its design choices did make a lot more sense. On track, the QR2 Lite also held up well even when running the Club Sport DD Plus at its maximum 15Nm of torque. So all in all, despite some of the choices I don't like Fanatec made with this wheel, when it comes to its actual use and performance, especially in Gran Turismo 7, there's not much I can complain about. With all that said, let's now turn our attention to the star of the show, and undeniably the reason behind this product's $1,300 price tag, of course the Club Sport DD Plus itself. Just to clear things up, the GT DD Extreme isn't a different wheelbase from the Club Sport DD Plus, which Fanatec released only a few months ago. The name GT DD Extreme is only given to this bundle, which comes with this 15mm wheelbase and the Gran Turismo rim we just went over. So anyways, let's get started with the Club Sport DD Plus. Released alongside the 12Nm Fanatec Club Sport DD, two main differences are found with this wheelbase, and as such, it demands a higher price tag. One of those big updates will be its increased torque figure, going from 12 to 15Nm of constant torque. This change is certainly noticeable, but I'll talk more about it later in this review. The second update, and without a doubt the big ticket item when it comes to this base, will be its PlayStation 4 and 5 compatibility, which officially makes this wheelbase, according to Fanatec, the most powerful officially licensed Gran Turismo direct drive system ever, which I'm not sure why they say this, considering the existing Podium Racing Wheel F1 also works with PlayStation and has 20Nm of torque, but whatever. Now this base is very similar and damn near identical to the 12Nm Fanatec Club Sport DD I reviewed just a few weeks ago. So if you want to get a really good idea of this wheelbase, make sure to watch that video to learn more about the build quality, functionality, features, and everything of that sort, as everything I said about that wheelbase there will also apply here. With regards to this review though, I'll go over everything unique to the Club Sport DD Plus in order to keep this review concise and relevant to those considering the DD Plus. With its 15Nm of constant torque, the Club Sport DD Plus is undeniably powerful, and I can comfortably say that for the mass majority of users will be more than enough out on track. For a big portion of testing, I was running this wheelbase maxed out and nearly always found myself lowering the resistance to closer to 10 to 12Nm as time progressed. It's for this reason that unless you know you want more torque or simply need the PlayStation compatibility, I would highly recommend looking into the regular Club Sport DD that was released alongside this wheelbase and save yourself a few $100 in the process. Talking about pricing, it's also very much worth noting that although the GT DD Extreme package retails for $1,300, you can also buy this wheelbase by itself for $999, or forego the 3 added Nm of torque and PlayStation compatibility and spend just $799 on the regular Club Sport DD. Brand new for both the Club Sport DD and DD Plus is the inclusion of Full Force, a Fanatec only feature that provides vibrations based off sound effects in order to provide super low latency effects to add another level of immersion. Now, I inquired Fanatec about the compatibility of this effect, and unfortunately, even still, I was told that there is no game that officially supports this feature, although iRacing and Gran Turismo 7 are diligently at work and will be implementing it as soon as possible. It's for this reason that as soon as this feature releases, I will be making an updated review on this wheelbase with the focus on seeing if that feature is really worth it. From my experience using Full Force at the Sim Racing Expo a few months ago though, I am very optimistic about its impact, as I remember being extremely impressed with it at the moment, but I do need to test it out myself to get the full understanding. Regardless of Full Force not yet being implemented onto sim titles though, the wheelbase itself is still extremely impressive. It's dead silent in operation and comes with an updated passively cooled system to keep temperature steady and performance consistent regardless of the load you put on it. Certainly worth noting is that on top of having support for PlayStation and PC, Xbox users will also be able to use this wheelbase, although you will need to be using an Xbox compatible wheel rim like the F1 Esports rim in order to achieve that compatibility. This is because Fanatec implements Sony's PlayStation chip on the licensed wheelbases and Xbox compatible chips on the Fanatec steering wheels. As such, if you are using this wheelbase with an Xbox compatible rim which are sold separately, you can achieve the holy trinity of compatibility. In order to change what console you're using this base with, all you need to do is of course have this wheelbase plugged into your PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, and then press the power button to change between what mode is active. Again, more details regarding what's new with the Club Sport DDs can be found on my full review of the CSDD wheelbase, so I won't repeat everything here. Just note that all in all, the in-game performance of this base is easily some of the best, and I am confident that as soon as Full Force kicks in, the Fanatec Club Sport lineup of wheelbases will have that leg up on similar mid-range competitors that have been chipping out on this market within the last years. Regarding my experience using this wheelbase on console, surprising to me, it wasn't much different from using it on PC at all. The maximum performance was still there, and very importantly, I was still able to make all the adjustments and fine-tuning on this wheelbase using the tuning menu on the small OLED display. The tuning menu integrated here still gives you all of the features you would find on the Fanatec software on PC, so you don't miss out on anything crucial. Although I'm not a fan of the force feedback of Gran Turismo 7, this wheelbase did give me all the detail, feedback, and max force I could want, and it's for this reason, and of course Fanatec's exclusivity when it comes to direct drive systems on PlayStation, that I can say with confidence that when it comes to PlayStation users in specific, this really is the top of the line at the moment when it comes to refinement, consistent performance, and detail, even without the full functionality integrated in-game just yet. Regarding the GT DD Extreme in particular, the only decision I found strange was that no pedal set comes included. This of course means that if you're starting from zero and are buying this base for use on PlayStation, you will need a Fanatec pedal set so you can plug them directly onto the wheelbase and have that in-game functionality. If you don't buy a Fanatec pedal set or don't plug it into the wheelbase directly, you won't be able to use those pedals on PlayStation, so make sure you don't mix that up. In conclusion, I would be lying if I said I wasn't satisfied with the GT DD Extreme bundle. Although I wish the rim had a more premium feel, it's still very much functional and holds up well on track. And the wheelbase with its added torque and compatibility makes it extremely desirable to sim racers on consoles. It's also very good that Fanatec sells the wheelbase separately so that if you're already invested into the Fanatec ecosystem and don't have a need or want for this rim in particular, you can save $300 by getting the base itself. New for 2024, on my website ocsimracing.com, I not only have this and past reviews posted in written form, but I've also included a final point rating out of 10 that you can exclusively find there, so make sure to head over there if that's of interest to you. But finally, this has been my full review on the brand new Fanatec GT DD Extreme bundle. As always, comment down below letting me know your thoughts on this product, and if you are interested in purchasing, keep in mind that using my affiliate link gives me a small commission at zero extra cost to you and helps me keep pumping out these videos, so a massive thank you to all of you who do. With all that said though, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.